Hello, I welcome you to this podcast entitled Relating in the Ship. My name is Dope, and I'm so glad that you've taken time off your schedule to be part of this podcast. My hope is that we will all learn something, probably edit certain things in our lives, reflect on certain issues in our lives to be able to get to where we need to get as far as the topic I want to discuss is concerned. I'm sure by now you're asking yourself, what is the topic this guy is talking about? Well, I want to talk about relating in the ship. Relating in the ship. How do you relate with somebody when you are in the same ship headed towards a particular direction or headed towards a particular destination? If I would break it even further down, it is about relationship. Relationship. What is a relationship? Why do we need a relationship? Why do we want to even be in a relationship? Do we even understand what the word relationship means? Have we taken time to reflect on what we need from relationships? Like I said in the beginning, I really wish that, or my hope would be that we would all participate, listen, reflect, and make changes accordingly so that we would be able to have those happy, wonderful relationships we are all so desperately in need of. My name, like I said, is Dope, and thank you for joining me. So, there are several kinds of relationships. There's so many kinds of relationships, and I'm sure you're wondering what type of relationship do I want to talk about. There's the boss-employee relationship. There's a mother-father relationship. Siblings relationship, there's monogamous relationship, polyamorous relationship, friends with benefits, sexual. There's so many relationship types. But interestingly, irrespective of whatever relationship type you talk about, at the end there's the word relationship, which means that it is very, very important that we reflect on the word itself, relationship, what it means. However, need be said that my focus is not on any of the before mentioned topics. My main focus is about a man and woman who decide to come together because they probably want to share their love, they want to grow together, get to a certain destination as far as both of them are concerned. This is my focus. So we're going to try to break it down, what it means to be in a relationship. What does it mean for me as an individual, for you as an individual? What do we seek to achieve from these relationships? Are you here with me? Stay tuned. So, summer is almost here with us. In other parts of the world, summer has already started. And interestingly, during this time of the year, you hear a lot of people saying, yeah, I want to be with somebody. I want to be in a relationship with somebody. Probably because a lot of things are happening or would be happening in summer. Friends are hanging out. The colleagues at work are hanging out. There are the parties at the lakeside, at the beachside. There are the grills. There are so many programs happening in summer. So in summer, you hear a lot of people commenting, or a lot of people with desires, or people have desires to be in relationships. The same thing happens in winter, where people, because of the cold, you hear people saying, yeah, I need somebody to hang out with because it's cold and I can go out and I can do this. So as a result, I want to be with somebody and all that. But all these things, what does it mean? What does it mean? Many times when I would have a conversation, or if I would have a conversation with somebody, you hear some people saying things like, yeah, I want a man, I want a woman, I need a man, I need a woman, I want to be in a relationship with somebody, I feel lonely and I need someone in my life. All my friends have someone or somebody, but I do not. So I need to be with someone. Everyone around me is getting married and hooking up, and come on, look at me. I'm nice, I'm beautiful. Why not me? I'm handsome, I have a good job. Why not me? I also want to be with somebody. I want to settle down with someone. What does these all mean? Does it even mean anything? You need to reflect and ask yourself, why all these things? Are they even legitimate to feel the way you feel? Are they legitimate? Do you want to be or hang around somebody because it's summer? Do you just want to spend your whole time with somebody, another person, because it's summer or because it's winter? What about their energy? What about their direction in life? What about their hopes and aspirations? How are they even as a person, as an individual? Isn't relationship supposed to be much more than just spending time with somebody? Isn't relationship supposed to be fulfilling? Isn't relationship supposed to be in feeling? Isn't it supposed to be reflective and positive? Of course, there are a lot of, or there are sometimes negative things that come with relationships. But being with the right person makes even the negative things become not necessarily positive, but it becomes a ladder to climb, to grow, So yeah, we're going to look at all these things. Now, what I would like to say is this. I want a man, I want a woman, I need a man, I want to be in a relationship. All of these, I believe they are legitimate feelings. They are things that you look around you and you feel like, come on, why not me? Especially in 2020. But sometimes I feel like in 2020, there are so many things happening, so many videos, so many action going on at the same time that we do not necessarily have the time to take a pause and reflect. Okay, where was I? Where am I now? Where am I going? Why am I even here? Why do I want to go where I want to go? We don't have enough time to reflect on the things that are important to us. Before we sit down, before we actually find the time to sit and reflect, something else has already come up and we're already jumping and running into the next thing without necessarily learning or deriving the benefits or deriving the lessons in where we were, where we are, and where we want to go. Then we just jump into the next thing. That becomes confusing. So if care is not taken, we just tend to turn around in circles again and again and again, and then we find ourselves, hey, why have I been doing this all this while? You would bear with me that relationships in 2020 is not just, for me at least, it's not just to have fun and all that. Yes, at a certain age you just want to have fun, but you get to that point where you want to be with that person who makes your storm calm. This person who talks to you and you feel like, this would be better. This person who is able to share their positive energy with you. Now, my question therefore is this. The way you feel, is it a want or it's a need? Now, I'm talking about I want a man, I want a woman, I want to be in a relationship, all these things. Is it a want or is it a need? Yes, it's a question to you. I want you to find an answer. Is it a want or is it a need? Because understanding if it's a want or if it's a need would inform you, or you would come to a place where your decision is based on the knowledge of who you are, how you feel at this point, and where you want to be. It is important to ask yourself these questions. Is it a want? Is it a need? What is it that I even seek to gain or achieve from all these things that I feel? I feel like I'm lonely. I feel I want somebody in my life. What does it mean? What do I seek to achieve? Why do I want to be with someone? What do I have or within me? Which direction do I want to go that I want to bring somebody in? Have I figured the things on my own to want to bring somebody in? Do you reflect on these things? Because understanding or finding an answer to this would move us to the next question. Okay? The next question would then be, are you even ready? Are you at that point of your life where you want a man? Are you at that point of your life where you are ready to be with a man or to be with a woman? Have you understood your position, your situation at the moment to want to be with another individual? Of course, somebody will say it's love. You don't plan it. It catches you when you're not ready. That is clear. We all understand that. However, knowing who I am and which direction I want to go informs me of the circle of friends or the circle of energy I want to find around me. There's this thing I always say, that if you don't know which direction you're going in life, it becomes difficult to or how do I even put it? Let me rephrase. If you don't know which direction you want to go, any individual who comes into your life brings their own direction and then you follow them. So it is important for you to know which direction you are going by asking yourself, am I ready to go with somebody? Am I ready, me, the inside me, the person that I am I ready to be with another person? Do you know that answer? Okay? Do you know that answer? Am I ready for a relationship? What is a relationship? What does it even mean to be in a relationship? Are you even in relationship with yourself? Because we have a lot of people out there who are not even in relationship with themselves. They are not able to spend time with themselves. They are not able to reflect on the things that makes them happy. They are always on the run. They are always ready and willing to flow with what is trending at a particular time. They don't even know what they themselves want, much less to know what they want or what they would want to achieve with another individual. What does it mean to be in a relationship with another person? So that brings me to the next question. What is a relationship? What is a relationship for you? Yes, I'm talking to you. What is a relationship for you? Reflect on that. Because for some people, relationship is having a boyfriend, having a girlfriend, having a wife, having a husband. For some people, relationship is hanging out. For some people, relationship is sitting down and talking to somebody. For some people, relationship is sharing. For some people, it's having that emotional space to connect. So for you, what exactly is a relationship? Have you found that answer? Well, let me tell you what I think a relationship is. My opinion, okay? Now, it says, it is the way in which two or more people or things are connected. A relationship is a way which two or more people or things are connected. Or it is the state of being connected that is a relationship. It is a state of being connected. Now, let me give you an example. If I would have a desktop computer, not a laptop, if I would have a desktop computer, now a desktop needs several parts to make it work. You will need a desktop, which is the monitor. You will need the system unit. You need a mouse. You need a keyboard. You need all these parts to be connected to be able to get any meaningful information out of your computer. When the system unit is connected to the monitor alone, you will put it on, it will come on, but then you will not be able to feed the computer with the things you want to feed it with. When other parts are connected without the other part, it becomes the same thing. It becomes, I will not say useless, but it becomes difficult to get any meaningful information, like I said earlier. So it is important that all these basic components, all these elements come together to connect, to get something meaningful out of your computer. When you connect on your computer and then you are not able to type, or you type and it's not coming, automatically you realize that something must be wrong with my keyboard. Then you probably will go and check the keyboard, say, this is a problem. You connect it and then you will be able to use your computer. So connection is not just on one level as an emotional connection or financial connection or whatever. Connection is a whole. Okay? It is a whole. It's being able to access, look at the issue on the larger scale. What exactly am I missing here? The screen is on, the monitor is on, the CPU. Okay, what is happening? So it is a connection of everything. Now, the other part of the explanation is the state of being connected. Now, my understanding of being connected is that it is constant. Okay, it is being connected. It has not been connected in the future, or it will not be connected it has not been connected, in the past, and it will not be connected in the future. It is being connected. It is on now, it is connected now, and it continues to be connected. In relationship, it is normal sometimes to feel that the connection is not as it is supposed to be. But if you understand the fundamental definition of what a relationship is supposed to be, then you are able to sit and have a conversation with your partner and say, hey, I think this and this and this are missing. What do you think? Then you have that cordialness, you have that togetherness to be able to discuss the issue and find solutions. Because after all, like I said in the beginning, the title of this podcast is Relating in the Ship. You are both in the ship and you are going towards the same direction. You are going to the same destination. So it's important you both discuss, how do we stay together? How do we connect together in the ship that we are in, so we are able to get to the destination that we need to be? It is important. Very, very important. Connection. Okay? When you have just one side connected, it may not work. When you have just two sides connected, it may not work. You should be able to be connected on all levels. I know it sounds a lot, right? But when I say all levels, it doesn't mean everything has to be perfect. No, far from it. But you have to have the fundamental, how do you call it, decency, or the fundamental understanding that you are on the same journey together. And as such, you need to be able to have a good foundation to figure things out. Because at the end of the day, the journey is bigger than individual, aspirations. You are working out this thing together. Okay? So, relationship, it is the way, okay, in which two or more people are connected, and the operating word here is connected. Connected. Are you connected to yourself? Are you connected with yourself? Do you understand what it means for you yourself to understand your emotions, your feelings? Are you here with me? Because believe me, there are a lot of wonderful men and women out there who have beautiful relationship with their bosses. They have wonderful relationship with their colleagues. They have awesome relationship with their friends, family members. But when it comes to their partners, their relationship is in tatters. Yes, you heard me right. They have beautiful relationship outside of their home, outside of the relationship they have with their partners. They go outside, everybody is describing this girl wonderful, everybody is describing this guy awesome person, but they come home and something is missing at home. Okay, so how are you connected? Does it even mean anything to you? You as an individual, look at your relationship, look at your personality, look at who you are, the person you are with. Do you have the ability to talk about it? Hey, what is going on? Okay, because believe me, there are so many people out there who are only coexisting in a relationship. They are coexisting. Okay, there's not really a relationship. They are there. This one sits there, the other person is sitting there. They are just there. Okay, and so many people are also in unhealthy relationships. Okay, some are so much in an unhealthy competition with their partners for whatever the reason is. I don't know. People are just simply living and passing the time together instead of actually being in a relationship. The state of being inside, reflective, educative, objective, these things are missing. So, relationship. Are you here with me? Relating in the same ship is the topic we are talking about. Relating in the same ship. I'm sure some people would say, yeah, it's dependent on the personality type. We all know about them: the sanguine, the choleric, the melancholic, and all these things we know. Yes, it is true that personality types differ. However, one thing that is so clear to all of us, irrespective of your personality type, is that we all want to be happy. We all want to be fulfilled in our relationship. We all want to get to that place of sanity. We all want to get to that place of peace and harmony in our heart, in our spirit, and in our souls. So irrespective of your personality type, I think that the fundamental thing is that we should have a common ground to be able to connect. Okay? There's a common ground to be able to connect, to figure things out. All right? That is a relationship. Now, having understood what a relationship is, what therefore would be the reason why you would want to get into a relationship? Because very often you have a conversation with people and they will tell you, yeah, I want to be in a relationship because I want to feel safe and secured. What does it mean? Yeah, I want to feel safe and secured. I don't know. Yeah, by myself, it's not so. I want to be safe and secure. Okay, we get that. The second thing you would probably hear very often is that I want someone to complete me. Seriously? Somebody is looking for other people to complete them. All right? Another time you would hear things like, I want to have offspring. I want to have children. Come on, I'm not getting younger. I need to have offspring, And for some people who come from other parts of the world where you get to a certain age and family, friends, parents would be just bombarding you with, hey, you're not getting younger and settle down and marry. This particular thing, it resonates so much that, hey, I'm not getting younger, which means that they are actually ready and willing to settle with anybody who is ready to have kids for them. Is it enough? Is it enough? Anyway, other times you would hear people like, there's this empty space inside me that I need somebody who can fill this space. Sometimes I feel so empty, and I feel that if I would find that person, this space will be filled. Okay, that is interesting. Other times you hear people say things like, I have so much love to share. Yeah, look at me. I have so much love in my heart, in my spirit. I want to share with somebody. These are the reasons. I mean, not all of it, but these are some of the reasons people want to get into relationships. What I'm going to try to do is that we will try to break these things that I've mentioned. We'll break it down, take it one by one, and try to understand, what does it even mean? I hope it addresses a situation for you, or it addresses a topic that you may be dealing with. Okay, my name is Dope, like I said. Okay, and the program is Relating in the Ship. Thank you so much for taking time off your schedules to be part of this program. All right, please feel free to leave a comment. Okay, down there, just subscribe, leave a comment, tell us what you agree, tell us, share something with us. Let us all walk or navigate this journey of relationship together, because trust me, we deserve to be happy. We deserve to come home to that person who makes it all worthwhile. We deserve to have that fulfillment in our heart, knowing that we are with the right person and we are safe and secured. We are completed. We are in the place where this empty space in us is filled. All right, we are in the place where we can share our love. Having said that, I need to say this, that relationships are the breeding ground for love. Okay, they are breeding ground for love, the share of love. They are the breeding ground for strength, for self-discovery, for growth. However, it can also be the garden for planting or for growing pain, anxiety. It is also a place to a long road to get lost negatively in something. All right, so we need to understand who we are, what we want, how we want it, understanding what a relationship is before we are able to get into a relationship. Okay, awesome. So the first point here is, I want to feel safe and secured with somebody. I need to feel safe and secured with somebody. What does it mean? What does it mean to you? Yes, it's a question to you. Is it a question you've ever asked yourself? I want to feel safe. Are you even safe with yourself? Are you secured with yourself? Because there are two sides to this. If you're not safe with yourself, why would you be safe with somebody? And I'm not talking about safety as in with somebody with muscles to protect you. No, I'm talking about you, your heart, yourself, your emotions. Are you safe with yourself? Do you trust yourself to protect you? Okay. Now, what does it mean? I want to feel safe and secured. Before I even go into that, what does it mean to feel safe, or what does it mean to be? What is the meaning of safety? Safety. What does it mean? Now, I think basically we would say safety is being free from harm or hurt. Okay, being free from harm or hurt, be it emotional, physical, whatever level you want to look at it. Okay, being free from harm or hurt, which will inadvertently mean that you do not anticipate either harm or hurt emotionally or physically. That is one. The question, however, is, when was the last time you felt like that? Have you felt safe with yourself? Or you felt too safe with yourself that you don't want to give yourself the chance to be with somebody? Because some people will tell you, you know what, I am too okay. Why would I even want to bring another person into my life to mess all this safety I have up, you know? Yeah, absolutely. Some people will tell you I'm very okay. However, these people are still seeking relationship, and they find themselves going around the cycles because they are too safe with themselves, and aside they find it difficult trusting another person. But in generality, or in general, what does it mean to feel safe and secured with another person? Now I just try to explain what safety means, and I said it is being free from harm or hurt. So basically it means I do not anticipate hurt or harm emotionally or physically. Okay, now let's break it down a notch. What does it mean to feel safe and secured in a relationship? Yes, I want to know, what does it mean to feel safe and secured in a relationship? Because if safety is defined as not anticipating either harm or hurt, then when I would come to in a relationship, to feel safe and secured would mean something close to that. Okay, have you ever thought of the answer for, okay, what does it mean for me to feel safe and secured with my partner? I will tell you what I think. The name is Dope, and the program is Relating in the Ship. Okay, like I said, I'm so grateful that you have tuned in and you are listening to us. Please subscribe down there. Leave a comment, leave a note, leave a suggestion, leave what you think. Let us know what you agree and what you don't agree. We are on this journey together. Okay, let's discover new ways, because we deserve to be happy. We deserve to have that wonderful relationship. Okay, being safe and secured in a relationship. Let me tell you what I think. I think to feel safe and secured is being able to express my feelings, my concerns, my desires without fear, okay? Without the need to protect myself for fear of being judged. Because many times we kind of draw into our own comfort. You know, we are not able to express how we feel, because we kind of subconsciously think that I'm going to be judged if I let the other individual know what my fears and my concerns are. You know, so for me, it means to be safe and secure means I can express my feelings, I can express my concerns, or I can express my desires without fear. Okay, I don't have to be protective of myself. Okay, because I'm not going to be judged. My partner is going to listen to me, and then we find the solution together. For example, there's this thing that we do. You know, when I say we, I'm talking about those who are in relationships, the married people, the relationship, those in relationship and all that. Okay. You can talk. Okay. You can talk, and you know that you are not being listened to. You are talking, and you know that you're not being listened to. The person is hearing you, but the person is not listening. So in relationship, it would mean that I have this safety net, knowing that my partner is not just there to just hear me, but my partner is interested in what I'm saying and would help find the solution, or tell me where we can not to say fix it, but where we can actually work together. But when I get that feeling of the person is not interested, you realize that eventually you get to that place of protection. You know, so because it's been going on for a lot of times, the interesting part is that the moment your partner says something that sounds a little bit like criticism, okay, your defense has already been created in your head. It happens so often that because it's been going on a lot, so many times, you get to that point where the moment you hear something like criticism, in your mind, your sentence to defend you is already created. That is not being safe and secured in a relationship. You should be in that point where you know that, you know what, my partner has got my back. My partner is my other half. My partner has my concerns, and my partner is there for me, with me in this. You know, that for me is one way to look at safe and security. It can actually also mean that I will not only be a talker, but I will always be a listener. Because many times in relationship, we just talk without necessarily listening. Like I said earlier, people hear, but they're not listening. Ask them 2 minutes after, they have no idea what you talked about. Okay? So safety and security in a relationship means, it means my feelings, concerns, or desires, I can express them. I feel I can express them without necessarily having to protect myself for fear of being judged. Okay? Are you here with me? The program is relating in the ship. Okay, we are in the ship together. How do we relate? All right, I'm just trying to break it down, what it means to be safe and secured in a relationship. All right, another way to look at this is I call it excuse me, I call it you're not here to win. You're not in a relationship to win. It's not about who is winning and who is losing, because many times in relationship you realize that we tend to look for advantage or the upper hand over the other person in the relationship. So if I'm in a relationship with somebody, you tend to have the upper hand, something that you can hold against the person in an event of argument, and you just say, this. That is not being safe and secured for the other person in the relationship. You know, because at the end of the day, why would I want to have a upper hand over somebody that I'm in the same car with, somebody who is my partner, my co-driver, my co-pilot? Why would I want to have something against the person or an advantage over the person? We are figuring this thing out together. So it would mean that, for me at least, that when I have an upper hand, or when I see something that I feel like, okay, I should be able to bring it to the fore. I should be able to bring it to bear so we can talk about it, thereby playing or having a level ground for growth together. Okay, we are talking about feeling safe and secured. The other way to also look at it, it's to be able to show your partner the same respect and empathy. Okay, I want to be able to receive the respect and empathy that I give, because if you don't give it, you're not going to expect it. Many times in relationship, you just give, and you don't get it back. And then you get to that point where you don't want to do it again, But to be safe and secured means that I respect my partner. I give my partner the room to operate. I give my partner that empathy, and that empathy and respect I give should be able to be given back to me, because like I said, we are in this together. We are figuring this thing out together. Okay? We are in this together. So as far as we are in this thing together, why am I not able to give respect and empathy? What I give, I'm supposed to get back. Okay. Other times, it's so this next one is quite an interesting one, because many times there's this issue with partners where they kind of hold their tongue. They call it the silent treatment. You are in a relationship with somebody, and then you just hold your tongue about issues that bother you or upset you. It's mostly because you probably not want to hurt your partner, or you just keep it to win an argument later, or for whatever the reason. Sometimes you just decide to just keep quiet. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't know about you, but sometimes you would hear some people say things like, if he doesn't know what he did, okay, then I'm not going to talk about it. You hear the guy says, she knows what she did. If she's not going to talk about it, I'm also not going to say anything about it. How is anything going to get solved? How are you going to solve it? Because if you assume that the person knows, okay, if you assume the person knows, probably the person has even no idea. It can actually happen that the person actually knows. But if you keeping quiet about it doesn't help it either. You are in this together. It bothers you. Open up and talk about it. That is what relationship is supposed to be. I want to feel safe and secured, which means, like we said, I want to be able to express myself without having to hold my tongue, without having to protect myself. The other part of what I said is that sometimes we keep quiet so we would have a upper hand. Something goes wrong and you keep quiet. And then another time when your partner brings up the topic, so you're like, last week you did this. I didn't say anything. 2 months ago you did that. How is that supposed to give the other person the safety net and the security they need in the relationship? How is that supposed to help? Okay? We are talking about safety and security in a relationship. Another thing that I find quite interesting in relationship, okay, is to be safe and secure in relationship means I have to be able to open up and have difficult conversation about topics that challenges me or challenges you both. Because believe me, there are topics that are so difficult and sometimes you don't even know how to go about it. But because you feel safe with each other, because you know you have got each other's back, it gives you the room or the background to be able to discuss this. Okay, you should be able to discuss this without necessarily having to fight about it or anything like that. You know, it means that, hey, look, this is a topic that we need to talk about. It is difficult, it is heavy, but we need to talk about it. So basically, what I'm saying is this: the conversations that are difficult, that challenges you both to be better, to be more acceptable of each other by honoring each other, even when you don't agree. When you don't agree, like I said earlier, there's respect, there's empathy from both sides. So if there's respect from both sides and when there's empathy from both sides, it gives both of you the opportunity to sit down and discuss the topic that are heavy: finance, child growing up. How do you know? These are things that are really, really important, because if you don't deal with these things from the beginning, believe me, that time is coming when it is going to create problems. It will come. In the beginning, everything will look so fine. Yeah, come on. You laugh about things, but as it goes on, you realize that it gets up there when one of you or one of the people in the conversation or in the relationship will not be able to contain it anymore, and then they will explode. And then you ask yourself, how did it? I mean, come on, I don't know what happened. You just went from 0 to 100. No, it's been building for a long period of time. It's been building over the time, and now the person cannot contain it any longer. Okay, so being safe and secured means being able to have open and difficult conversations about the topics that challenges you both. Okay, it challenges you to be better, to be more objective, to be more acceptable of each other, and then it challenges you to be to honor each other even when you do not agree. Okay, let me give you a good example. There are so many times when you would want to have a conversation with your partner, and then you hear your partner say, I'm open to the discussion. Assuming it's a difficult discussion, okay, they'll tell you, I'm open to the discussion. Yet what they really mean is that I'm open to discuss the issues that suit me, because the moment you bring this topic up, they also bring something. I don't have the time, let's do this, let's do that. No, to be safe and secured means if it challenges you, sit down. If it challenges you, talk about it, discuss it, give the person the safety, give the person the room, give the person the opportunity to bear it all out, because it is only through going through the fire that you are able to exit at the other side of the room. If you don't do it, there's no safety and security. Okay? Another important thing that I want to talk about safety and security, okay, is that I want to be able to be me. This is where the challenge comes. Because many times you are with people and then you want them to behave like you. You want them to talk like you. Want them to dress the way you want. You want them to do things the way you want to do things. No, I don't want to pretend. Okay, I want to be comfortable being me. I don't want to be holding back or pretending. Okay, I want to be confident to say no when I don't want to do something. If you want to watch a movie and I want to go play football, I should be confident enough to tell you, hey, honey, I don't want to watch a movie. I'm going for a walk. Okay? To be safe and secure means you can express yourself. Okay? It means I can be honest, okay, with what I like and what I don't like, irrespective of what you like or what you don't like. Because your likes are not supposed to be my likes. Of course, it is important in relationship to have likes together. But it can't be, or sometimes you're lucky it is. But many times you have likes together and you have likes that are separate. So I should be able to enjoy my likes while you enjoy your likes. But when we come together, we should have likes together. You are not supposed to be a handbag for me and I'm not supposed to be a handbag for you. Okay? So safety and security means that I'm able to be me. Okay? I'm able to be me. It means that I can bring I can be weird in my own way without disrespecting you, of course, and without having to play your game. All right? I don't have to play your game. I don't have to play the way you play. I have to be me. Because at the end of the day, the conversation has gone on at home, at wherever you guys live, wherever you guys are. If it's not a marriage, you have the solid foundation to have discussed that, hey, at this time I don't want to do this, I want to do that. So when it is going on, it is no surprise. Okay? Another thing I would talk about safety and security is that I want to be happy and comfortable to keep other relationships. I'm not talking about other relationships as in other husbands or other wives or other boyfriends or girlfriends. No. I want to be able to keep certain circle of friends, because before you met me, I had my friends. I had my family. There were certain probably people who are acquaintances, but I still have contact to them. I have to be able to keep this circle of family that I have. The fact that you are with me doesn't mean I have to break up or shed off all these people from me. No. I'm safe to be me, safe to hang out with my family, safe to hang out with my friends. If you are not cool with a friend or some friend that I have, bring the conversation up. Like I said, because we respect each other, we are able to have open, difficult conversation about topics. Okay? We are talking about safety and security in a relationship. All right? Let me add this. In totality, about safety and security, in totality, what I would like to say is that it means I can be vulnerable. I can be vulnerable, completely vulnerable to another person who has my interest and well-being at the end of the day, without being judged. Okay, I want to be vulnerable in a relationship. I want my partner to be vulnerable, because at the end of the day, I feel safe with the person. The person feels safe with me. We have got each other's back. You know, we're not judging each other. We're not holding it against each other. We say it as it is, with respect. Okay? With respect, because the bottom line is we are headed towards the same direction. Our aim is to reach the same direction. Are you here with me? The program is Relating in the Ship. Relating in the Ship, and my name is Dope. Okay? Like I said, I really want us to reflect on some of the topics we are dealing with. All right. Now, I said to be able to be vulnerable, right? I want to be vulnerable with my partner. The question is, are you even vulnerable to yourself? Are you vulnerable? Can you be vulnerable to yourself? Can you be vulnerable to another person that is proven to have your interest and your back? Because many times there are people who carry baggage from their past relationships, and they will tell you, because I had this in my past relationship and because I had that in my past relationship, yeah, it has made me like this. But you are not in your past relationship. Your past relationship is in the past. You are with another person. So if you are carrying bags and baggage from the ex relationship, how can you be vulnerable with your partner? Don't you think your partner is going to be in a point of neglect that, hey, I'm doing everything that I'm doing, but it isn't working? Okay? Look at it again. If these things that we have talked about isn't really working, I would just say, check your notes again. Have the conversation with your partner, because it is really, 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 really important. Okay? In the beginning, it may not be that important, but believe me, as time goes on, it's going to get heavy. It's going to get heavy. And when it gets heavy, then the heavy gets going or gets tough. Okay? Sometimes you would have conversation and you hear somebody say things like, if I get a man who will provide for me financially, I don't care whether or not he comes home at the end of the day or not. Yeah. Seriously? Okay? There are men who want a particular figure of a woman, a particular figure of how do I put it? That's, that dream woman that she has to look a certain way, he has to look a certain way, But the question is, will the person look this way forever? I'm not saying it's wrong or it's bad. I'm just saying that probably beyond that, certain questions has to be asked. Some women will actually want that tall, sexy, perfect, six-figure job man. They don't care if this person respects them or not, or whether this person tramples upon them. Once they can show the world that this is my man, they are okay. Seriously, that is a problem. You have to go and check your notes again. Look at all these things, all right? Look at all these things. Check your notes, all right? Thank you so much for listening, okay? This thing is just, it's beginning. We're going to drive right through it. We are going to drive right through it, all right? If you have some questions, contributions, comments, please keep them coming, okay? And I would love to address them when the time permits, all right? Next week, we are going to deal with, I want someone to complete me. I want someone to complete me. What does it mean? What does it mean? Does it mean anything to you? Why do you want somebody to complete you? Don't you complete you? Why is it important for somebody to come in to complete you? All right. My name is Dop, and the program has been Relating in the Ship. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to the podcast. Okay. Go down there, subscribe, and keep your comments coming. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.